Hello friends, this is Poly Commentarius. We are here enjoying some scenery to kind of take you away from the work week, because nevertheless that we are part of this resistance. Some of us hold 9 to 5s that unfortunately have a lot of office politics involved in them, and I think that's going to be one of the next topics that I would probably like to discuss with you, is the office politics. It happens all the time, but nobody really talks about it. It's kind of like a sexual activity. Everybody does it, but nobody talks about it. So is like politics. Everybody plays in the game of politics at work, but nobody really likes to talk about it. You know, like when you've got conflicts with difficult co-workers or annoying co-workers, some people who just won't grow up. Sometimes you have to deal with that. So actually this is one of those days, so I'm just here trying to relax, enjoy some of the remaining beauty here in this world that we could currently enjoy before the SHTF. So that's a little aside right there. The next thing that I would like to talk about is it's the resistance. So this was one of the suggestions from Alex Jones, where he said just kind of take a moment to enjoy what's going on in the world. Don't get, not to get so trapped with what's wrong with the system, but actually to really enjoy that there is still some beauties in nature remaining, that they'll still be there regardless of what happens. This scenery here, this nature doesn't care if the dollar falls, what the value of the dollar is. It doesn't really matter. It's going to be here regardless. It's been here for eons. So it's just one of those suggestions. So here I am, just taking a look at things. I didn't really take any commentary today. I really wasn't in the news. I was stuck in the 9 to 5. I did, however, in the morning get to catch Bloomberg TV. I know that's part of the system, but at least Bloomberg is kind of, in a way, global, so you get like a global perspective there. So it seemed that the markets were kind of edging their way up. Silver was slightly up. Gold was platinum. I'm not sure what the if it's still up right now. I haven't checked. I just came directly from the office politics to enjoy some of this scenery right here. So I hope you enjoy it along with me right here. I don't know how to zoom in yet. I have this, I'm using my telephone right now for this, but I'll eventually learn how to do it. So we're currently looking west here. So we're looking west right here. It's almost gonna head to twilight. Got a nice little it's got a nice little reflection in the sun going there. Passing a tree. Alright, so we got a full view of the sun right now, and there's some ducks right here. I didn't bring any bread, otherwise I would have given them some bread. But yes, friends, so the Poly Commentarius is here, just enjoying a little bit of nature, because nature is definitely important. We live in it. And so I didn't really see that much news, except for just looking at the news there in the morning and just noted that the markets were up. Normally on Monday the markets are pretty up. It seems like people have a good time on the weekends and they come back and the market's up. So the best thing to look at it is usually from Tuesdays through Thursdays is the best time to really monitor the market. Because Mondays everybody's just I just finished the weekend, I'm feeling good. And then on Fridays everybody's like, I want to get out of here, I'm feeling good. So not much happens really. So yeah, so tomorrow I'll see what happens tomorrow, see what type of how the market opens in the morning, and then see how the market ends. So we'll take another glance around this park here, so you can all sometimes take some time off and then enjoy what you sometimes see in nature. So there it is, the sunset. It's probably about maybe 2 minutes from starting to twilight, but we will catch it. Let's look at twilight, see if the phone catches any type of rays or possibly particles from solar flares. Yes, that's the next thing, solar flares. You see that sun right there? Let's see if as it starts to come down we can catch a glimpse of some of those solar flares. Now, there hasn't been any news that any solar flares have erupted, but nevertheless it's a possibility because the sun is in its 11-year peak of solar flares, and we've had a couple of solar flares so far. The most interesting thing is the last solar flare that occurred, I believe it was last week. The point of origin of that solar flare was the complete size of the Earth. Now, granted, a lot of that energy gets dissipated out in space, so you don't get that direct, full thrust of energy into the Earth. But nevertheless, I mean, if it can make those types of solar flares, those size, what if it makes one the size of Jupiter? That would be pretty intense. To see what kind of effect it has now on our modern technology. To see what happens to the iPad 4. See if they didn't prep it for that. Okay, let's take another view here to kind of just change the scenery and have some movement on the camera, so that you followers here can just sit back and listen and relax. We're almost to the point of watching the solar flares. We'll see if as the sun starts to hide, if you can see any of the rays, different colors. You know, you're trying to look for like a red type of color, orangish. Now, we're right here in Southern California. Today is March 19th, 2012, and it should be getting warmer, but it is actually currently about 59 degrees here in California. Now, it might not be cold in other parts of the world. Californians are very spoiled as far as weather is concerned. But still, nevertheless, it's pretty cold to how it was a week ago or 2 weeks ago. It's relatively cold. I passed by the Mount Baldy, the San Gabriel Mountains, and you can see them filled with snow. Now, I didn't take any footage of that, but that's apparently, from what I remember, that's not normal. You know, to have this kind of weather. Right now it's windy, it's cold. It really feels like the beginning of winter. Could this possibly be a pole shift? Are the poles shifting right now? You never know. Okay, we're getting close to see. Oh, we could see, it looks like a nuclear bomb exploded right there with the sun and the light that surrounds it. Now, I see away from the camera, and it doesn't seem like there's just a blend of yellow. I could actually see the sun, and I can see some like clouds and possibly something that looks like chem lines. But right here, you see it through the camera. It looks like a nuclear bomb has just exploded. It definitely looks like that. It's so much power. The power there of the sun. All the power that is contained in that sun. Right there. Okay, so it's starting to hide. Okay, the colors are starting to hide. I can't really see any other shades of gray. So what I did is I put on some polarized glasses, and definitely that polarized light, so I could have a better view. And no, the sun's about halfway in now. It's about halfway. It's going less. Wow, it seems to move very fast once you see it up against the mountain. Now it's less. There's about 1/10 of the sun left. I can see rays of light coming from the trees. There's about 1/7 of the sun left. 1/6. 1/10. 1/20. 1/100th. 0. The sun is now gone. Okay, so the sun is gone now behind the mountains. Nevertheless, you could still see what appears to look like a nuclear bomb. Okay, friends, this is Polycommentarius. No comments today regarding the news and current events. But we did have a relaxing day. It was a good 11 minutes video here of just relaxation. So friends, remember to always take the time to do that. Don't get so caught up on these news and things that happen, because you see those little duckies right there? There's a lot of ducks around here. I don't know if the camera can catch them, but they don't care about all that. Okay, until next time, friends. Have a good day.